Here is a conflict resolution video that can help you solve any conflict that occurs within your organization by asking 3 simple questions. So conflict occurs all the time, especially when you have an external client or a service provider. You're providing a service for somebody and they're not happy with what it is that you are delivering. Something's gone wrong. One of the key elements that is really important to remember under these situations is that the person who is making the complaint or the person who is quite agitated may not be purely having a personal go at yourself as an individual. It may be that they've had a really bad day and this minor issue that's occurred with your product or service has just tipped them over the edge and you are going to cop the brunt of it. So it's not always, and not necessarily always, your fault entirely. However, there will be some circumstances where it will be. One of the key elements is that the person who is making the complaint, now this can be over the phone, via email, or face-to-face interpersonal communication. The key is that they need to vent. They need to get their feelings and their emotions and what it is that they want to say, they need to get it out. The last thing and the worst thing that you can do in any conflict resolution is to tell the other person to calm down. The worst thing you can do is tell them to not shout. The worst thing you can do is to tell them, please don't get angry with me. You can't tell them what to do. Now, this next tip is going to go against what you've possibly been trained in the past. Most people that train conflict resolution say that you must stay calm, you must be breathing well, etc. Well, yes, breathing is important. But however, the nature of the human race, we must match and mirror and mimic what is happening in our environment. So if you've got a person who is quite agitated, who's quite excitable, whose voice is getting a little bit over the top, you don't match their language, you don't match exactly how they are communicating with you. But a great tip to remember is that you do need to raise up your level of energy and your level of voice control that is going to be close to theirs. Now I know what you're possibly thinking. Really? I need to get really excited and get a little bit agitated towards that person? Well, yes you do, but you don't get to their level because that will become confrontational. But you do need to raise up your voice if they are shouting at you.